You ask questions. And I think if you start with questions, questions have always been proven to develop self-awareness. Where there's self-awareness, there can be somewhat of an aha moment. And I think the way you get them to look in the mirror is make them comfortable picking up the mirror. And that first starts with acknowledging the good things that people do. That builds momentum. I mean, Gallup again reports when we lead with people's strengths, people engage 8 times more. Yet for 32 years, when I ask people, what's the employee's response when the leader says, I need to see in my office right away? I've never heard a positive comment. I've always heard, uh-oh, I must be in trouble, because we've cultivated that. So not only do leaders need to do it, but I think also individual contributors, once they start hearing the good things and they start getting acknowledged for the progress they're making, they become more open to it. Initially, there's still resistance. It's human nature. So I think it happens over time. I think it takes time. Yet I think you have to start with people's strengths. And then I think language matters, how we present it. I tend to stay away from words like constructive feedback. I'll use phrases such as, where do you think you can raise your game? What opportunities do you have? So I think starting that by lifting the mirror is one thing. And then number 2 is answer the question, the WIFT, what's in it for them? I always try to combine self-awareness with where they want to go. And most of the time, organizations will have probably 70 to 80% of their employees not having those conversations with their leaders. So if somebody has a goal of becoming a future leader or going into artificial intelligence or marketing analytics, sometimes that just sits with the employee. So if a leader finds out someone wants to become a future leader and they're resistant to feedback and they're lacking self-awareness, you can bring those two things together conversationally, such as, well, Blake, let's just assume that you become really good at receiving feedback. How do you think that might help you become a leader of the marketing department? And what you do is you create conversationally an attachment to what most people avoid or fear, and that's personal change.